Rob B Beatz, you a genius.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Peace and love to everybody. It's your man, Rob B Beatz. Hey, I came to welcome you guys into our new business segment, Business and Spirituality. Or Business and Spirituality is, as you say. Just using my country slang, you know how it is. Hey, and I want you guys to grab some knowledge today, man. Go ahead and grab a pen or a pencil. Hey, just sit down if you got a second, just check out this video. And today's segment we'll be going over is business and opportunity. So, hey, if you got some questions about how do I still maintain a good business or just to maintain business period and have a spiritual walk with God, that be whoever you believe in. You just want to maintain your ground bearing here on earth and still do business, and you feel like, hey man, I'm losing myself doing this business thing. Hey man, this thing just for you. This is the type of podcast that's just for you. Hey, so tune in. Let's get to the knowledge and let's go.
So let's go ahead and get into it. Once again, it's business and spirituality. The format is the concept of a podcast. I want to get you guys this information. Reason why I want to get you guys this information right now is because I'm beginning to be more and more aware of it as well. And I'm just beginning to see how it's really benefiting a ton of people in my life, how it's been benefiting my life for a long time. So I just want to get this information out there in the world, and so it can start benefiting people that it needs to benefit as well. And hopefully that is you. So today we're going to get into opportunity. Today, waking up with my wife, we always get these talks started. Wherever it's about, whether it's personal, whether it's business, or whatever it is. And sometimes they are personal. So like I said, that's why I want to open up in a more personal format when it's just me giving you guys the message. And then sometimes we're going to have the podcast format, like I said, where she chimes in, and we're going to have a lot of good guests and visitors and things as well. So let's go ahead and get in with how to create an opportunity. So I just jotted some things down, and I wanted to come to you guys in the loveliest, peaceful format as I can to just deliver it to you and hopefully get some of your thoughts, get some of your concerns, or just, like I said, just get this information to you and so that you can decipher and do what you need to do with it, you know. And reason I will say, I feel like with discovering a lot of these things about opportunity and things we've been discovering lately, I feel as though as a people, we've been coming from a place of lack. So I don't necessarily want to give it to you from a place of lack. And that's why I'm coming to, like I said, but I want to give it to you as a place of, if you're not lacking, as you can see what you have. So it's really just me seeing what I have and going to create opportunities with that. So kind of going to get you in that mindset as well. This is not coming from a place of lack. So even if you don't have these things and you said you never want it, it's not necessarily a place of lack. You don't have to necessarily want these things. You don't have to be like, oh, I want that car, I want this and that. It can just be something that's going to be key in your life and just something that may benefit you. So it's definitely not from a place of lack. So let's go ahead and get started. How to create an opportunity for yourself. Talking a little about me, I started creating opportunities for myself a long time ago, maybe when I was disprivileged and I didn't see opportunities that the world had to offer me. Yeah, I can say it like that. In life, sometimes a lot of us did get discouraged because we don't see that many opportunities or that many ways out, you know? And that can be out of the situation that you're in right now, out of your neighborhood, out of your school, out of your mom and dad's home, wherever you are in life. Like we always kind of want, and we're always kind of like looking for a way out, you know? I can relate there because I've looked for a way into LA, out of LA, into Atlanta, out of Atlanta, into just about everywhere I've been, into schools, out of schools, into relationships, out of relationships. So if you can see that we always kind of looking for a way out, we're always looking for new opportunities. And sometimes what happens is I feel like we create opportunities and then we, in essence, may take that opportunity that a person or a thing may give us, and then we may get comfortable there. So that's honestly how this conversation started. It talks about me as I look back at my life as I never really sought comfortability. I was always looking for new opportunities. To give you guys mine, I always saw opportunity within myself. Like I said, so if I didn't see an opportunity that was out, I saw inside. I searched inside where I could create an opportunity. Today's talk, how to see opportunities, how to be opportunistic, how to see the opportunity, how to see the opportunity in self to realize all. And I'm going to go over, like I said, how I made opportunity for myself. And I'm just going over what I wrote down, guys, to make sure I stay on topic because I can just babble as you see. But I want to make sure I get you what you need. How to see the opportunity in self to realize all the other opportunities, how I made the opportunity for myself and others. Example given is me going to LA and making connections. So I want to talk about a few things within this past week that I've done and I help people out with just over the opportunities that I created for myself. So I was able to link my homeboy with someone in LA there. It's because I went out there and I made a personal connection with someone there. So the benefit that I didn't even see or probably sometimes know what I was doing at the time, I was just out there in LA on my own business. And my business at the time was animation. I went to LA Film School to pursue animation. If people know, I've already been doing film and things for a while, photography. So I didn't feel like I needed to go to LA Film for that. I wanted to do something outside of my comfortability. That's what we're talking about. I tried to create a new opportunity. And a new opportunity for me was I saw we're not doing animation. So I was like, let me jump into that field. I could kind of like push myself forward. Going into LA, I went out there just doing myself and doing animation and film. I did my best to focus on just that. There are parties going on in LA. There's marijuana, there's weed, it's legal. There are clubs, there are bars, there are women, there are men, that's your thing, you know what I'm saying? That's not particularly my thing, but all of that is out there, guys. There are labels out there. It's so much. Same as kind of like here in Atlanta. It is Hollywood, you know, because I was going to LA Film online, but I knew I was going to eventually need to go to the school, so that's why I just started the classes online here in Atlanta, and then I eventually made my way out to LA. Why? Because here in Atlanta, that's another opportunity I created myself. I saw that I was kind of distracted at the time because I was still running a music production studio. I was doing a lot of things, had interns before as well. Just doing my job and running the company. But I was like, nah, I feel like I can probably push us a little bit more further, create more opportunities for people. And thank God I did that. So that's just to give you guys a little example why I was out in LA with film and why I felt like I had to go all the way to LA. I had to go to LA to excuse all of the distractions. Like, when you want to go into a new opportunity, sometimes you have to cut all the distractions, guys. Don't be afraid to do that. As like I said, I've been born in South Carolina, raised in South Carolina. I'm here in Atlanta now. I moved in Colorado, then came to Atlanta. So I had a lot of distractions that I probably wasn't used to. But sometimes you have to realize that. Like, I had to realize and go within me to see that, hey, Rob, you may not be able to do the best here if you're running a full business, you have relationships, you have all of this going, and really dig into animation and take it to the level, the height that you need to. And this is a lot of things I had to talk about and go within myself to do. So fast forward, I'm in LA and going to animation school. Me doing music out there, I decided to book some studios and connect with some people, you know, and I just chose to go out and just book studio, just record, make beats, do whatever. So fast forward, and I was able, like I said, this past week, I was able to hook my homeboy up. He's out there in LA now, and I can make a call and hook him up with someone. And it's just, like I said, an opportunity I put for myself. The other opportunities I created myself this past week, I want to talk about, is my niece. My niece calling me. I posted that up there on Instagram. I just wanted to share it with you guys because I started in the church playing the piano, and then now fast forward, like I said, about 15 years later, 13 to 15 more years of opportunity, I went further and created. And then now, as far as she can call me, and now she's benefiting from something I've done. We're going to keep going over a few more, but hopefully you guys can see, and we're going to keep getting more detail. Next opportunity is the fact that we're also finishing up a few videos. I can't speak too much on them, but one of them is a documentary. I think I talked a little bit about that online. We're almost in the process of finishing up the documentary. The fact that I went and continuously started studios and created studios, it's just the opportunity that I have a studio now, and then it's accessible to edit a documentary. So it's not necessarily the fact that I'm running it, just running recording sessions that I usually would or doing other things like that, but it's still benefiting in the fact of we have it for post-production, you know? So kind of think about these things when sometimes you're like, oh man, I just want to start that studio. Well, thank God I started that studio and I came in this new location where we're in right now, and I just went ahead and jumped the studio. It took me about 3 months to get this one booming. The quickest I ever ran one, guys, quickest I ever built it. I'm really proud of that. And the most beautiful it's actually turned out. with the help of some of my friends in the industry, they helped me complete it. I got sounds and acoustics and things like that. Things that I knew about that I wasn't as great upon. I was able to call out some people, and they helped me complete a mission. Like, we're all out here completing a mission. Let me add that real quick. In your opportunities, you're seeking opportunities. A lot of times we may not go or leap for that opportunity because we feel like people are not going to help us pick up the ball. Well, it's actually, let me be honest with you, it's your ball to run with. Like, you got to play. When the coach passes you the ball, it's you to go up for the J. It's you to run into the touchdown. Like, you have to do it. Let me share that with you guys. You have to go run the play. Let's say you have all of the money in the world and everybody that does help you. You still got to run the play, guys. So let's think about that. So with that being said, building the studio, I always sometimes did have what I need, and I always didn't. It just took me realizing sometimes that I always have what I need. But in my eyes, I was like, oh, I lack this, I lack that. I had to just run the play by myself, y'all. So when I ran the play by myself, I saw everything that was there, and I saw everything that I had, and everyone that did want to help me. And like I said, people stepped in and we built the studio. Fastest one, like I said, 3 or 4 months, and yet right now it's benefiting from post-production. We're gonna start working with a new artist here for our label. We have things that we're working with as far as like other productions. Like I said, those I can't talk about, but there's a lot going on, I would say, in just this music studio right now. But what I can discuss with you guys, like I said, we're proud about is that documentary. We get to sit down and edit. What is another perk of having a studio? We can do ADR, automated dialogue replacement. Automated dialogue replacement is when you go out into the field and you're recording film, and sometimes the audio is not that good, you kind of need another studio to go into, a quiet place, a place that's acoustically sound, to replace that dialogue and make it sound more clear. So a studio is used for that, guys. Studio is used for what is called Foley and music production. Film productions. Film productions create their own specific sounds, guys. And that's what this is free for you guys. This is from my spirit and my business to you. This is what I want to offer. As far as what I sell, guys, that's services. So I don't sell my the things that I went through with you guys. I sell services. I film, I produce, I do music, I do those things. That's what I sell, y'all. All this other stuff, it's not necessarily free because you have to pay attention to get this. So it's not free, let's say that. If you're paying attention and you're getting this video right now, your effort that you're using your brain and your ears to listen, you're paying. That is your dollar amount. So you're getting this stuff. And if you're getting it right now, you didn't have to exchange the dollar, yeah, you're getting it free. So get these things and you got it. So building the studio was one of the biggest things that I've done in the past year that's benefited. I've always kind of did my best to keep a studio wherever I am, just so people can come hook up, or I can keep hook up. And like I said, that's the you're gonna see, guys, it's going back and forth. Me creating an opportunity for myself, create an opportunity for other people. That's really what we're talking about, how to create opportunity and why. Why should you create opportunity? A lot of these times I want to say within myself, I didn't see that me creating a studio was an opportunity for someone else. I saw, if I ain't got it, it's just for me. I'm gonna record my EP, I'm working on an album. So that kind of goes back, like I said, just realizing where you are to create new opportunities for yourself. And like I said, for me going to LA, me learning to teach my niece to rap, me having a film and animation company to have interns and then hire them. Okay, so we're working on finally getting some employees. And I'm happy about that. As you guys know, like I said, I'm a business owner. For me to go ahead and hire employees, this is like the next biggest highest step for me, because after that, the company just continues to expand, you know. And we are so thankful for that. Like I said, with these ideas, I went and founded the company. After that, we got the drones, we got the cameras, we got everything up, guys. I then saw, I was like, hey man, I need some people. I went out and shot some weddings here. I went out and shot videos. I just shot. I shot a lot of myself with the drone. I shot. I practiced. So me shooting created opportunities. Like I said, me having a studio, it was for me to record, but it was also for other people. So me going out and just shooting, people seeing me with a camera, they're asking, hey, do you film? You do videos? Can you do my video? Can you do my wedding? Can you do this for me? I would love to do that for you, because once again, that's where the opportunity does come in. That doesn't necessarily mean that you always have to be a professional, guys. You don't have to necessarily always do this for profession or for pay or not for pay, because you can just go do film for them and take pictures if you're really good at it, and they can pay you, you know? So it's kind of you really, like I said, opportunities, seeing what you have. What opportunities can you have? Can you assist someone? Can you not assist someone? Can you say no on this opportunity? Hey, brother, no, I can't really help you, or sister. I can't really help you with that. I just do this personally for me, and I'm not that good yet. You know, it's cool with you being honest and saying that. Whereas, I took a lot of jobs because I was, sometimes, and I will honestly say this, I was good at things, but I wanted to grow, so I take that opportunity to get better, you know? And sometimes I do things for free. Sometimes I do things for pay, you know? Most times I did things for pay because, like I said, I was in the form of having this be a company for me, and I already got up every day flying my drone at 6 a.m. when no one was trying to pay me. Like, I went and did that homework. I looked on YouTube, went and practiced with my camera, bought the camera, looked through the camera manual to actually learn the camera, its features, and what it could do, guys. So I did a lot of homework, you know? Okay, so let's go before we go to kind of gonna wrap up. This is not gonna be too long, guys. The film and animation company, let me finish up with that one. Like I said, that's pretty much to this day, that's what we're in. And that was also an opportunity. So the fact that I went and learned and exploited cameras, drones, and things like that, now I have these tools to now give to other people to pick up, and now they can help me in this vision. I can help support their vision, you know, and we can grow as a company. And I think that's the aim. This is really why I'm going to the opportunities. A lot of times we do a lot of things for ourselves, but we may not necessarily see how they could benefit others, guys. They really can benefit other people. They can benefit other situations. They could, you know. So like I said, if you hear earlier what I said, me just creating a studio for myself, I always had a studio available for other people as well. And we don't always necessarily have to do this thing as a profession. Like, what does that look like, Rob? Really quick, it looks like maybe it's just your family. I help and support my family a lot. I help and support friends a lot. So, you know, and they're going to slide you some funds, guys, if you get better. Don't necessarily always worry about the money. I don't want to tell you what to do, but if you sometimes put money aside, if you can afford it, it was just the fact that I would be good with my money. I would budget things, and I would have opportunity. I could see that, oh, I could charge this person, or I could learn from this person. Let's say that. I could learn from this situation. And then now the next time I'm going to charge somebody else. So check that out. I took a lot of opportunities where I was able to learn, guys. School is not the only place that you can learn. If you guys know, because I've been talking, I'm going to school for 7 years and finally graduated, got a few degrees and diplomas and certifications, but that was not the only place I learned. If anything, school made me sharper, but I really learned when I went out to the field. And the best colleges are going to tell you that. They're going to tell you the learning really starts when you leave here. This is all practical application anyway in school. They give you a test. They educate you. They give you a test. They test you on it, which is a practical application. Let's do what you know. And then you go out into the field. They graduate you. And that's when you actually go do it again. But the thing is, let's re-emphasize that. People think they're in the field that you stop learning and you're just doing the job. No, you're actually still learning, guys. That's how I treat it. We're going to wrap up with me now creating new opportunities. So the new opportunity, like I said, I just want to talk about real quick. I'll be doing real estate. So just doing photography and animation. I've been trying to do this for a while. And then recently I just got a new opportunity to do it. But let's talk about it real quick. The fact that, like I told you guys, I went and got drones. I went and got certified. That created this new opportunity for me. Now, when I go also do the real estate, I don't have to be out there by myself because once remember I say I had 2 interns, which are also / employees, and I can also hire them for any jobs now as a contractor and pay them legally. Guys, that created me to have help when I go on an opportunity. And it's just more and more opportunities that we're creating for ourselves, others, ourselves. You see, and that's what I keep going. I created it for me, it created for others. Me, others. Me, others. Other people can benefit. And that's how I run and always looking for opportunities. You will now go from looking for opportunities to create opportunities within yourself. And when you do that, that's when you truly help a lot of people. And when you help a lot of people, as you guys is hearing, if I said it here towards the end, I created help for myself, created help for people. Now people are really helping me. Right now, I really have a lot of people who that can help me. You know, as I have people along the line, but if you really need help, that's what we all can probably want to scream out, bro, this business is hard. It's just too much. It's a lot. I feel your pain and your struggle. I am there. I've been there. You know, I don't struggle anymore. And that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. This is how I don't struggle. Because I'm always continuously looking for an opportunity and mostly looking to give it, to be honest with you guys. You know, I find an opportunity and I'm trying to give it away. Give it to myself and give it to someone else. Because I am the opportunity that's given. Feel it? I am the continuous opportunity that's given to myself, given to others. And that's what these talks are going to be about. It's business and spirituality on our urban politics format. You can criticize me, talk about me. I hope you don't. I hope you actually get something from this. But if you do, something you don't understand, that's all criticism and talking about is. I understand it to be that way. You have questions, please ask me. If you don't want to put them and like and comment this video, I understand that too. Hopefully you do. Please like and comment on this video. But please hit up my DMs. But if you really need help, please DM me. Please send a text. Do not call at 404-861-9757. That is our business phone. It's always open. Not always open, I'm sorry. It's 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. That line is open, guys. That line is open for professional business. That line is open for consultation. Consultation is one of my businesses. That's why, like I said, I give you guys this stuff free. But to dig in deeper, they really get on what we do exactly, depending on what you're doing. Because that's why I consult people. I hear, hey, what's your plan? What do you want to do? Hey, here's what I advise you to do. If you didn't get something from this video, you feel like, hey, Rob, I need a segment just on this. I got you. We can do it in consultation, or I can do another one of these videos for everybody to get the knowledge. So I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Once again, this is Business and Spirituality on our podcast format. And today's subject is opportunity. Please take some time to realize all of the big opportunities that you have within yourself. See all of the opportunities that you have in front of you. Do your best to stop focusing on opportunities within a person or a company, and see the opportunity that you have here. See the opportunities that you can go create for yourself, and then in turn, you're going to create that for other people. God bless you. I hope you got something from this. Until next time.